Well, hi. Welcome back to my channel. It's all rainbows and happy in here. A little shiny, a little glitter. I do have some more dour seats, a little quieter. And if they're anything like me, you'll want something with a fan, a cat preferably, and some quiet. Yeah, that'd be great. Uh, well, this one is going to be all about the unusual laws that are in the UK that people might have forgotten about. And there are, there might be a few that you've possibly heard before, but I did some digging. I did my very best. And this is only the first attempt. So I'm going to go back in. What was it, Michael McIntyre? I love that guy. He's the funniest comedian I think I've ever heard in my life. And he does this one thing. He's like, this is what British people do when they're on holiday. When they go in the water, they're like, okay, I'm going in. They're like, all right, he's going in. That's me. My partner and I picked that up ages ago. So now everything we do is like, well, we're going in. Anyway, I do have a little piece of advice though. If you happen to like, say, playing dress up with your salmon, or perhaps you like to affix a lace front wig onto your salmon and, I don't know, maybe put makeup on them or eyelashes or something just, a little odd. You may want to keep in mind that that is looked upon suspiciously and you could be arrested or fined, if anybody's paying attention. Yeah. But, that came from the Salmon Act of 1986, I believe. Some very strange things. But when you have a country as with such longevity as the UK, I would imagine there would be some, interesting laws on the book. So that's why I went looking, because I found some really, really weird ones. Now, I did do some checking to make sure that these were legitimate. So I didn't want to just possibly be reading like an Onion article in my investigating, because that has happened before. Those things look legitimate unless you look at the top and you see an onion. You're like, oh, right. Okay, this is not real. Moving along. Okay. But no, I don't know if you're aware of this. I would hope for most people this would be common sense, although that is the biggest ridiculously misnamed sense I've ever heard. Common sense. Anyway, firing a cannon within 300 yards of a private dwelling is bad. I can't imagine why, though. I mean, it will get you about a 200-pound fine, and not to mention, if you do it near my house, I have a heart defect. So please don't do that near me. It would be very bad. Although I do live near certain medical facilities, so I should be okay. But still, don't do that. Don't do that to anybody. That's kind of mean. And besides, nobody likes waking up like that. Think about the times when you fell asleep and you felt like you were falling. Or, did you ever fall asleep in class with your head on your desk and you felt like all of a sudden you were falling forward and nothing could catch you? Well, that's kind of what that's like. It's just like a jolt. And I don't like jolts when I'm asleep. I don't think anybody likes that. So let's not do that. Okay. So, cannon. Right. No cannon 300 yards from someone's private residence. I was watching a Japanese show a few years ago, and somebody on one of their game shows, and they're crazy, was wheeling a small cannon upstairs, put it in this guy's bedroom, and shot the cannon off in his bedroom. Can you imagine how frightening that would be? Oh my gosh. I understand ratings, I understand sensationalism, I understand all that, and the draw and to keep the crowd going. I get it. But, do people have to die of fright in the process? It's a little much, Just saying. So, let's see. what else I found, because there were an awful lot of these rules, and they're very strange. Like, I don't understand this one. You cannot fly a kite, okay, anywhere near a police station. Um, I can see some like reasonable reasons why, especially now with like drones and mini cameras and all that. That's like letting them into your territory. They'd be able to, see things. And my partner's been playing a few games, and one of them had to do with a lot of hacking. So yeah, I could totally see it. Far Cry, I think it was, or Guardians. It was one of those, but it had to do with a lot of hacking, and it had your own little drone, and oh, it was mesmerizing. It was the coolest game. I don't know if I could play it, but it was really cool. Um, right. Wow. Okay. The Metropolitan Act of 1839 also says that it is illegal to go up and knock on someone's door and then run away. So no ding dong dash, I suppose. Be good, yeah. Uh, I know that the kids apparently used to leave little brown lunch bags full of dog poo, and they would do that to people. I never did that. It just seemed mean. Just saying. But yeah, that's also weird. For them to have had to have created this law, you understand, this means somebody probably did this. That's the first thing that comes to mind whenever I read warnings on boxes. I think, okay, there's a law that prohibits the act of gambling in any public library. I've never actually considered gambling in a public library before a viable option. But, there's someone out there that's going to try it. There's always some crazy person out there that goes, you know what? Hold my beer. I'm going to do this. And you look at them and go, no, please don't. The sins and tears. And they do it anyway. I did find a few more. I'm going to list them out now because those were really fun to find. Let's see. Oh yeah. It is completely illegal to allow your pet to mate with one of the royal pets. I would think that would, you wouldn't need to actually say that out loud. You think that'd be common sense, but again, like I said, not the most easy to get sense. It's not very prolific, but yeah. So somehow I've earned a puppy. It seems. I don't know if I can handle that. I really don't. Don't hate him or anything. I don't know if I could take care of him because of the walks and everything. I'm not sure. But anyway, moving on. Let's see. Also, do not. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Don't impersonate a police officer or a soldier at a fancy dress party. Now, here's where the culture comes in that is a little unusual for me. Where I'm from, you can get dressed up as a general if you want to, and nobody's going to bat an eyelash. You can get dressed up in military gear, officer's gear. You can dress up as a priest and look legit, and fancy dress is actually a really cute way of putting it. I like it. But I've never actually been to a fancy dress party. You might laugh, but nope, never been to a fancy dress party. Never really had a birthday bash party kind of thing. There's a lot of things I haven't done yet, but you know what? We will, and it'll be fun. And you guys will be the first to know. So let's see, what else do we have? I thought maybe. Oh gosh, there's just so many. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's actually illegal to be drunk in a pub in the UK. That blew my mind. I'm like, are you kidding me? I had no idea that was even possible. I thought, isn't that the point of going into a pub? You get a couple of drinks in you and you get a little, woohoo. And next thing you know, you're kind of gone. But I suppose I could be completely wrong. Am I? That's a very odd one. Anyway, I think we're just like swimming around in a pile of just too much information nowadays, and we just get overwhelmed by it, and then we doubt, the certificate of authenticity, where these things come from, and I don't know. I don't think we can trust ourselves in these matters. I think all we can really do is continue to try to educate ourselves of the facts. Not opinions, facts of whatever the topic is. And I think that would make things better. But, yeah. I hope you liked those. I thought those were interesting. I mean, there's all kinds of strange little laws everywhere. And, having to look for them is going to take a while, but I think it's worth it. Eventually, what I'd like to do is do some genealogical work, because my mother's side of the family is here in England, and I would really like to find them. And I was also told that I have family in Scotland as well. And again, I want to find out. It's just, I don't know where to go. I don't know how to start. When I initially arrived here, I learned how to use the microfiche, and I narrowed it all down, and I actually found out a lot of my, like my mother and my grandfather and my grandmother's names. I got all of it. It was great. But beyond that, I don't know. And being an only child, I don't know. I wanted to see if I could find some family that maybe weren't what mine were. Because I just keep thinking, all my family, all my blood relatives, they can't all be, racist like my parents. So I don't know where that's going to go, but I'm hoping, always hopeful. And here, I'm going to cut this down. Try to always find something positive in things if you can. It will really help you get through difficult times. Try to find something to laugh about, okay? And just know that you're always welcome to come here. It's LGBTQ friendly, and, I don't tolerate, intolerance, rudeness, ignorance, and fear. It's not welcome here. But the rest of you guys, come on in, And I just keep meeting new people, and I occasionally get a new subscriber, and it's super exciting for me. You have no idea. I go run and tell my partner about it, and then I message one of my friends, and I'm going, I have another subscriber, oh my God. I get really excited. So yeah, thank you so much for everything. Gail, you're a joy. I love chatting with you. You're always really great about that, and everybody else, seriously. So all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I will talk to you guys later.